I'll start with a safe start. My ABS and def light came on and went off, and the ABS light on the side of the trailer, it went on, it came on and it went off. I'm going to start with my lighting indicators. The left indicator is working. The right indicator is working. Four-way flashing indicators, they're working. The high beam indicator, it's working. I'm going to go now with my emergency devices. In my glove box, I have an extra fuse for every amperage of the truck. And right behind me, I have 3 reflective triangles, which are securely mounted in their box, and they are proper color. Right behind me, I have a 10BC fire extinguisher. It's securely mounted, it's not cracked or broken, not leaking, and the safety pin is in its place. Moving on to my heat and defrost. My defrost, it's working. My heater, it's working. My windshield wipers, they're securely mounted, not cracked or broken, cut or frayed, and the washer fluid, it works. My windshield is securely mounted, it's not cracked or broken, it's free from any illegal stickers. My mirrors, they are securely mounted, not cracked or broken, and they are adjusted for me. My city horn, it works. My country horn, it works. Now I move on to a brake test. I'm going to start by testing my tractor brake. My tractor didn't move. My tractor brake, it's working. Next, I'm going to test my trailer brake. My trailer brake is holding, it's working. Next, I'm going to test my service brakes. Hold on to something. My service brakes are working. My truck did not lean left or right, indicating brake or suspension failure. Next, I'm going to move on to my air leakage test, beginning with the governor cutoff check. My governor should cut off at between 120 and 140 psi. That splash surveyor indicated my governor cutoff at 126, approximately 126 psi. I should not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute. Would you please time me? They'll say yes. Alright, I did not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute. Next, I'm going to check my warning light and buzzer. It should come on before 55 psi. My warning light and buzzer came on at approximately 55 psi. Next, I'm going to check my emergency brakes. They should come on between 20 to 45 psi. These buttons will pop out. My emergency brakes popped out at approximately 25 psi. This concludes my leak test. Please join me outside and help me check my lights for operation. Okay, this is Anthony. He's going to help us perform a light check. Could you please help me check my lights? Low beams, high beams, left turn signal, right turn signal, four-way flashers, clearance lights. Could you help me check my lights on the side of the trailer? Left turn signal, right turn signal, four-way flashers. Okay, could you help me check the lights in the rear of my trailer, please, and on the back of the truck? Clearance lights, tail lights, brake lights, four-way flashers, left turn signal, right turn signal. Thank you. That's it. Now I'm going to perform a lighting lens check for the front of my vehicle. My clearance light lenses, they're securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken. They're a proper color of amber. My passenger side headlight lens is clear. It's not cracked or broken, and it's securely mounted. My driver's side headlight lens is securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, and it's a proper color of clear. Now I'm going to check under my hood. I'm going to check my engine bay for any leaking fluids or air leaks. Looking at my engine completely, I see no visible signs of leaks. There's no puddling fluids on the ground, and I hear no audible sounds of air leaks. Moving on to my critical fluids. Coolant reservoir and its cap is securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken. Leaking, the fluid's between add and full, the cap is tight. Power steering fluid reservoir is securely mounted, not cracked or broken or leaking, and the cap is tight. My oil dipstick and reservoir, it's securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken. If I checked it, it would be between add and full. Moving on to my steering linkage. Steering shaft, pitman arm, the drag link, and the tie rod. They're all securely mounted, not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. The castle nut and the cotter pin is securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken or missing. The cotter pin, it's in the lock position. Steering gearbox, it's securely mounted, not cracked or broken or leaking. Gearbox hose, it's securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken or leaking. Torque spring, it's securely mounted, not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. The torque spring mount front and the rear, they're securely mounted, they're not missing. U-bolts, they're securely mounted, not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. Shock absorber, securely mounted, not cracked or broken or leaking. Shock absorber mounts, the top and the bottom. They're both securely mounted, neither is missing. Air brake hose is securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, cut or frayed, or leaking. My brake drum and lining, they're free from any debris, oil, or grease. My tire is evenly worn. It's no less than 4/32 in tread depth because it's a steer tire. All of my other tires are no less than 2/32. It's free from abrasion, bulges, and cuts. The rim is securely mounted, not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. Free from any illegal welds. The valve stem is securely mounted, not cracked or broken or leaking. If I had a tire gauge, I'd check for proper inflation. The lug nuts, they're securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken, none are missing, and they're free from rust trails and shiny spots, indicating looseness. mirror mount. It's securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken. It holds the weight of the mirror. My lighting lenses on the side of the truck and on the side of the trailer. They are securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken. They're a proper color of amber. My batteries, they're securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken. They're not leaking any acid fluid. And it's free from any frayed or loose wires, possibly a electrical fire. My depth fluid and its cap is securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken or leaking. The cap is tight. The depth fluid tank straps, they're securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken. They're not missing. My fuel tank and its cap, they're both securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken or leaking. And the cap is tight. The fuel tank strap, it's securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, bent or twisted, and none are missing. Air hoses, securely mounted. Not cracked or broken, cut or frayed or leaking. They're securely attached to the trailer by the glad hands, which are securely mounted. Not cracked or broken or leaking. They're securely attached to the back of the tractor by its fittings, which are securely mounted, not cracked or broken, cut or frayed or leaking. Electrical service cord, securely mounted, not cracked or broken, cut or frayed. It's attached to the front of the trailer by its safety latch. It's securely mounted to the rear of the tractor by its safety latch. Tractor frame and cross member, they're both securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken, bent or twisted, and they're free from any illegal welds. I'll inspect my fifth wheel assembly. Apron, it's securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. Fifth wheel skid plate, securely mounted. Not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. It's fully greased and there's no gap between the apron or the skid plate. Release handle, it's securely mounted. Not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. It's in the lock position by a safety latch. The fifth wheel locking pins, securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken, and they are not missing, and they are in the lock position. My kingpin, securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. The locking jaw, it's securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. And it's in the lock position around the shank of the kingpin. My trailer floor and its cross members, securely mounted. They're free from holes. Coming up. The landing gear, it's securely mounted. Not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. It's in the fully raised position, and there's proper clearance between the landing gear and drive axle for any turns. The crank handle is securely mounted, not cracked or broken, and it's in the stowed position. DOT tape is securely mounted, not cracked or broken. It's clean and it's a proper color. The sliding tandem rail, it's securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, bent or twisted. It's in the lock position by its locking pins, which is securely mounted, and none are missing. The release valve is securely mounted. It's not cracked, broken, or leaking. The ABS light lens is securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, and it's the proper color of amber. My marker light is securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, and it's the proper color of red. On top of my trailer, I have a clearance light lens, which is securely mounted. It's not cracked or broken, it's the proper color of amber. Top of my trailer, I have my clearance light lenses, which are securely mounted. They're not cracked or broken, and they are proper color of red. The trailer tail light lenses, they're securely mounted, not cracked or broken, proper color of red. The DOT tape on my DOT bumper, it's securely mounted, it's clean, proper color of red and white. I will inspect this side of the truck and trailer as I have this side.